Apartment Annie by Dion Robinson. In Detroit, Michigan, outside the Merchant Apartments, a 35-year-old Caucasian woman who has dirty blonde hair, 5 feet and 4 inches in height, and weighs 185 pounds. Her name is Annie Polinsky. Annie Polinsky is walking her poodle, while wearing a black pea coat and a Shanka hat. Underneath, she wears a blouse, skirt, and black stockings that is thick enough to shield her legs from the cold. Annie let her dog use the bathroom by a nearby fire hydrant. An African-American man in his late 20s walks up to the apartment. He also wears a peacock, a Kangol hat. Underneath, he wears business attire that matches his dress shoes. His name is Tyrone. As he attempts to enter the building, Annie blocks his path. "Excuse me, where are you going?" "I live here. I never have seen you before. I moved into the building a month ago. Can I see some ID?" "Are you building security?" "No." "Well, you can't see my ID?" Tyrone replied as he attempted to walk into the apartment. Annie is persistent as she stands in front of the building. Annie removes her phone from her pocket. "I am calling the police." "Are you serious?" "Well, I am about to make you famous," Tyrone replies as he takes his phone out and records her. "I don't give you consent to record me. You wanted this." Tyrone addresses Facebook explaining that he is being denied access to his home. Annie calls the police. She describes a strange black man attempting a random black man trying to break in her apartment and recording her. "You sound stupid. I break into the apartment and stick around to record you. You are such a genius." Tyrone recorded Annie until the police arrived. Tyrone continued to record as he was questioned by the police. After confirming that he lives with the complex, he was free to leave. However, Annie refuses to let the issue go. As Tyrone went to his apartment, Annie followed him, which enraged Tyrone further, which caused him to record the incident. "I can't believe that you are following me. I just want to say that if you had shown me your ID earlier, we didn't have to waste your time and mine. You are a nobody. Stop following and go your way. I just want you to understand that you are very much at fault," Annie replied. Tyrone reaches his apartment. Tyrone quickly opens his apartment door. "You are stupid, get away from me, and don't ever do this again," Tyrone replies before slamming the door in Annie's face. The next day Tyrone's video went viral. Annie was fired the next day. Within a few weeks, Annie was recognized and ridiculed wherever she went. She was called a cunt, a racist, and was even labeled Apartment Annie. Annie was becoming stressed out by her actions. Annie was also interviewed by the news. Within weeks of finding another job, Annie started to think that her actions against Tyrone were unnecessary. She felt the need to apologize. At 8 p.m., Annie found herself at Trione's door with baked strawberry cupcakes as a peace offering. Tyrone answered the door briefly after Annie rang his doorbell. "What do you want?" "I came to apologize." "May I come in?" Annie asked. Tyrone looked at her with suspicion before he stepped aside to let her in. "I made you some cupcakes." "Thanks," Tyrone replied. "What is that you are cooking? It smells good." "I am baking curry chicken and steamed vegetables." "You must be a good cook. Would you like to stay for a plate?" Annie wanted to say no, but the food was making her stomach growl. She had been eating ramen for months as it was the only food she could afford after being fired. Sure. During dinner, it was an awkward moment. Annie sat eating her food, trying to conjure a sincere apology. Tyrone said nothing as his mental defense was on alert. Annie could not take it, so she decided to break silence. "Where did you learn how to cook like this?" "It's my grandmother's recipe." She must really know her way around the kitchen. "Knew. She passed away 3 years ago." "Sorry to hear that," Annie replied. "If you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a living?" "Why do you want to know?" "Trying to see how I can afford this apartment," Tyrone asked in a snide tone. No. I was just curious. I am an IT administrator." "And you?" "I used to work as a consultant banker." "What do you mean you used to?" "After that video you made of me went viral, I was fired from my job." "Sorry. I didn't mean to get you fired. I was just recording for my safety." After eating dinner, Tyrone gave Annie a glass of wine while he had a beer. While they had their drinks, Annie thought it would be a good time to apologize. "Thank you, Tyrone, for the meal. You are a great cook." "Thanks. Normally I don't feed rude-ass people. I guess I deserved that." "Yeah, you do. Sorry about the meltdown. It's just that I've been having a hard time getting over my boyfriend. He left me for another woman." "Then you should have took your bad attitude out on him." "I am normally not like that." "It's hard to believe," Tyrone replied in a berating tone. "Why are you so mean to me?" "I am trying to apologize. Because you calling the cops on me was a dangerous and fucked up thing you did." "Oh, you're fine now." "Yeah, but shit could have gone left. Especially for a black man. All it takes is one cop to have a bad attitude or be drunk on authoritative power, and it could have been my ass." "I see your point. Will you accept my apology?" "No." "Why?" "You come to my house wanting an apology, but the problem remains. You are upset, and you have no means of releasing your pent-up anger. What makes you think you won't do it again? What must I do to make this right?" "You are sexually frustrated and must allow me to help you release your pent-up frustration." "You want me to sleep with you?" "I will not." "What game are you running?" "I tell you what. I want you to leave and think about it. When you come back, I'll make sure you will be taken care of." "You are too damn beautiful to be a fucking Karen." "I beg your pardon." "You heard me. I don't know if I should accept that remark as a compliment or an insult." "Well, how about? You think you are so smooth trying to take advantage of my guilt? No, I am trying to let you understand that you need a release valve for your anger. You said it yourself, you are still upset over your boyfriend. What is the best way than a good fuck? I can't believe I am talking to you about this. I am leaving now. My offer stands." That very night Annie lays in her bed with her vibrator and undeciding thoughts about what was offered to her. Tyrone was right when he said that she was sexually frustrated. She has not had a good fuck since her breakup with her boyfriend. She had a choice between the vibrator in her hand or actually throbbing flesh between her thighs. Annie quickly denied the thought, so she chose the vibrator, but she must get Tyrone out of her head first, or she would have thought about him when she masturbated. Annie went to his apartment and told Tyrone that she was not interested in getting her pussy stretched out by him. After knocking on the door a few times, Tyrone opened the door wearing an expensive evening robe and pants made from hemp fibers. Annie quickly was frozen in her place as she could not get her eyes off of Tyrone's rigid chiseled torso. The gym has been a blessing to him, she thought. May I help you? Tyrone asked, snapping her out of her enchanted gaze. Yes. Come on in, Tyrone stated as he stepped aside to allow Annie to enter. So have you thought about what we talked about? Tyrone inquired. Yes. Nothing is going to happen here. I just came to tell you your idea of an apology is ridiculous. I may have made my mistakes, but I am still a respectable woman. I don't care if you accept my apology or not, Annie replied. Annie tried to leave the apartment. Just as Annie opened the door, Tyrone closed the door. What you just said was total bullshit. I meant what I said. I don't think so. What makes you think that? You could have not shown up. I know women like you. You don't know me. Oh, I do. You are lonely. Women like you feel accomplished. You have a nice job, a nice place to live, and a large bank account, and a pet. However, with all the accomplishments that you achieve, you lack one thing, someone to satisfy the sexual wants and needs that God has given you. There is nothing for you to want. It's what our body craves, Tyrone replied. Tyrone was slick reading Annie like an open book. Annie knew he was right. As Tyrone talked, Annie did not realize that Tyrone was slowly moving towards her until his lips were inches away from hers. Hennessy's smell on his breath made Annie want to taste his lips. However, she was nervous about crossing that threshold. What do you want, Tyrone? My fucking apology, Tyrone replied as he slowly kissed Annie's lips. Annie's body quivered, and her knees buckled. Tyrone placed one hand on Annie's back and one on her cheek. Annie cupped Tyrone's face with her two hands. At that point, their tongues were dancing the sexual mambo. Tyrone led Annie to his bedroom. The bed had satin sheets, and rose petals sprinkled onto the ground. Annie got down on her knees and reached into Tyrone's pants and released his mahogany manhood. Annie quickly engulfed the throbbing 12 inches into her mouth. Tyrone arched his head back into the air as he felt a tingle sensation of bliss electrifying his body. On the bed, Tyrone demanded. Annie quickly removed her clothes before falling back onto the bed. Tyrone removed his clothes and climbed on top of the ivory-skinned BBW. Annie spread her legs, inviting Tyrone to impale her with his mahogany manhood. Tyrone wasted no time pushing his interdick inside of Annie after putting on a condom. With every thrust Tyrone gave Annie, her double DD breast bounced. Apologize. Apologize, Tyrone demanded as he pushed his hard stiff 12-inch rod inside of Annie. Annie tried to apologize, but only faint moans escaped her lips. Tyrone smiled as he knew he had Annie under his spell. Annie could not hold back the pent-up sensation as she squirted at least 3 times. It has been almost 7 months since she released her essence on a man. After a good 30-minute stroke, Tyrone ejaculated his baby batter inside the condom. Annie moaned loudly as she gave her final vaginal fountain performance. Oh, my God, that was amazing. How do you feel? A hell of a lot better. My nipples are tingling. Do you accept my apology now? Annie panted. No. What? What the hell you mean, no? I did what you ask. You really hurt my feelings, and the night is still young. I am really going to make you really feel sorry." "What? What?" Annie thought it was ridiculous, but she could not complain. Tyrone got up from his bed and made Annie put her face down into the pillow with her ass in the air. "What are you trying to do to me? Make you really regret fucking with me?" Tyrone replied as rubbed her ass around onion-shaped ass that exposed her wet pussy. "Yeah, you're going to pay," Tyrone replied as he thrust his love rod inside of Annie. For the rest of the night, Tyrone buried his ebony rod inside Annie's pink heaven. The next morning Annie left the apartment with a smile and with a relaxed feeling. Tyrone never forgave Annie, which obligated her to come back at Tyrone's beck and call. Annie was glad to honor the arrangement.